If you've got haters out there, do everything you can. Try your best to not let that hate hold you down, but instead the exact opposite. Take that hate, convert it to rocket fuel, and prove those haters wrong. Make those haters eat their fucking words.
Because no matter what you're doing, haters gonna hate.
This is about control. Everybody knows. Everyone complies. We're the kinds of pros. I don't need a plane. I just hit the road. I do what I want. I can't sell my soul. Market about to crash. This is what you chose. Ruining the country. I think that's the goal. You gonna take the mark. I take narrow roads. I'm a man of God. I can never fold.
Hey!
No, that's not really our intro song. Anyway, welcome to the Protect Your Purpose podcast, where we talk whiskey, business, friends, family, and freedom. I'm your host, Matt Marchese, and this is my co-host, Zach.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Zach.
What are you doing?
Grady.
Why are you?
Why am I what?
Why do you have to say it like that?
Say
How,
like
how
what?
did you even do that?
What are you talking about?
What is going on?
Zach.
Grady.
It's just a little voice disguise that I have, little voice changer.
Oh, are
just
you like a voice actor?
Hold on. What are you doing?
Were you the guy?
Zach, what are we drinking today?
I don't know.
It's called
Herradura.
It's called Herradura. You have to
You got a wild Herradura up your ass
and decided
to drink some tequila.
We've also got some really.
Because why not sleep on the floor tonight?
Is that what happens when you drink tequila?
I don't know. I just don't drink it straight.
We will soon. Well, why would you mix
I like margaritas.
where you can't taste the tequila? You mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I love sour mix. I love taking
Love
a
strawberry
delicious
mix.
high-end distilled spirit and then dumping fucking heartburn sugar water.
You know, I never thought of it like that. It's very disrespectful, actually.
It is disrespectful. It's disrespectful to the whole distilled spirits world.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
What do you think
I'm
of our?
agreeing with you.
What do you think of our new audio? I'd like to enlist the help of our audience on this. Leave comments. Let us know. Send me a text. Send a message on the Facebooks, on the
We
Grams.
sound different.
Yeah, we got a new audio system in the house. Comes all inclusive with a soundboard. Tell a funny joke, Zach.
With the hats. Oh God. No.
Tell a funny joke, Zach.
I didn't have time.
Because you...
What'd the hat rack say to the hat?
Funny. What?
I didn't even get to the punchline. You're an idiot.
I've been waiting my whole life for this moment. Yes, I've got shit. We've got voice changers. We've got DJ Khaled. We got DJs in the house. We've got voice changers. Tell everyone.
All right, that's enough of them.
What's enough of them?
You just can't help yourself. You're like a kid in a candy store
Dude,
right now.
We've got a new deal. This is Snap Matt. Snap Matt on the podcast, bitches. Here we go.
If anybody remembers
Snap Matt.
Snap Matt, you're a real OG.
So here's what I figured out on the Snap Matt filter. I think you're gonna like this. This is essentially a voice changer that goes from Snap Matt to Alvin to Simon to Theodore all the way back to trans in transition.
To full trans. What are your thoughts?
I don't know who on earth would give me this kind of equipment.
This is great.
Thank you, Lord, for the Rodecaster Pro 2 so I can make more enemies.
The Rodecaster 3000.
So from now on, I did a Snap Matt thing where I would be a Snapchat filter.
You got to take it off. We're
right,
losing
sorry.
listeners.
All right, sorry. I did a Snap Mat thing a while back where I would argue with myself politically on Snapchat filters. I had a great time.
It was funny.
There was like maybe 10 people that enjoyed it. Everyone else just thought I was an idiot. But now the Rodecaster 2 gives me both of my Snapchat
filters. So this is one of them, and then Snap Matt's got a nemesis. His name is Trip.
He's a trip, and he's a dick. He hates Snap Matt. He talks just like this. This is it.
So Snap Matt and
Snap Trip are here on the podcast today.
What say you, buddy?
We got a full house.
Yeah, man. Listen, today is a very special day in our studio. We got some new equipment, some new shit, and a new topic.
We're drinking tequila.
And we're drinking tequila. Like, what is this world coming to?
I want to quit. We doing that the whole freaking show?
I've also got my cell phone hooked
Rookie.
up to the
Oh
Bluetooth.
no.
I need to
Is that
show-
why it was so loud?
Yeah, it was.
I was like, what is going on?
Hey, listen, this is all new shit here.
Yeah.
Okay, this is all new. It's all great, and I think bigger and better things are for sure to come. So what we're doing is I've promised everyone for several months now that
I just smelled it. I don't know if I can do this.
drink it like
You
you
said
do
tequila's
a
an
whiskey.
acquired taste?
I mean, I think you just drink it like you do a whiskey.
Okay.
Let us know how that sounds, audience, on your.
Why are we doing this?
Let us know how that sounds on your side of the audio world, audio listeners. How the sound of Zach gagging over his tequila like a child, like a child.
A child? No. I think there's going to be a lot of people on this side. Tequila straight? No, you just don't do it.
Here's what I'll tell you: find yourself a nice tequila like this Patron.
Can we make a sour or
this
something?
Patron estate release, 100% pure agave de agave,
Mm-hmm.
and drink it like you would a whiskey, and start digging into the smoky, delicious flavors, bro. You're gonna like it. You're gonna like it. And if you don't like it, just remember the first time you tried whiskey.
I know. I believe you, I
Listen,
guess.
I was trying before I was interrupted by the dings of my cell phone and your gag noises. Okay. I was beginning to tell our listeners that we are excited to announce some of our new studio that's coming in. This is our new audio system. Hopefully it turns out well and is pleasant to the listeners. Hopefully Mikey can get his shit together on the production, the post-production side of things. Probably not.
Highly unlikely.
Highly unlikely.
JK, he's great.
He is great. We love you, Mike. Anyway, so so this is it. Our first new recording. We've got toys. I probably won't have access to these long. I imagine
They're going to have to come over here.
I imagine these will be taken from me, yes. But in the meantime, I am certainly going to use things like an air horn, like DJ. So
Did you ever want to be a DJ?
I did. So I was a DJ.
Like that kind of DJ?
No,
Like turntable
a different
DJ?
kind of DJ. I was
like a wedding DJ?
no, I was a DJ, like a country night DJ when we were deployed.
Oh, okay.
That's how I met Lindy.
Yeah.
You've heard the story, right?
I didn't know you were a DJ.
I was the DJ of Country Night, the most unsuspected DJ of Country Night of all times. Literally, a guy who didn't listen to country music landed a job as the MWR.
No, was this an auditioned gig, or there's like you're kind
No.
of outgoing, you want to be DJ something?
Nah, dude, my buddy Travis. Fuck, this is not what we're talking about. But
All right.
here's the 100 words or less of the story. I was lonely on a deployment, walking through the desert into Zone 2 in Kuwait, and I saw these. I don't know, the prettiest girls I had seen in the desert at that point.
They all look pretty at some point.
Exactly, yeah. It had been a couple months, so
Though. If you know, you know.
you know. It had
Queen
been
for a year.
That's it. It had been a couple months, and they were twirling around and dancing. I was like, "What the hell's going on?" I went over to him and I was like, "Hey, what the hell's going on?" He's like, "It's country night, man. We do it one week, every Wednesday."
It was just a random group of people, or MWR set it up?
It was a random group of people that borrowed MWR equipment and started setting it up. So they had like hip hop night and country night. So two men taught me how to country dance because I wanted to learn how to dance with those pretty women. They were like, "Do you know how to dance?" I'm like, "No, but I want to." And they were like, "All right,
Take my hand."
Literally that night, a guy named Travis Patterson and Philip Villasenor. He probably drinks tequila.
Sounds like it.
And sorry, that is very racist, but he definitely drinks tequila.
Is he a Mexican?
I know that. Yeah.
Well, why wouldn't he drink tequila?
Are you Mexican?
No.
You don't drink tequila. Makes perfect sense to me.
Right. I am
that's not
I am
racist.
solar white.
First use. Nicely done. I like it.
It's entering my repertoire.
Anyway, Travis redeployed, came back. I, at that point, was the only person that knew the playlist and knew how to run a country night. And he was like, will you do this? I'm like, well, I sure will. So I turned it into 4 nights a week.
It's country week.
Yeah, we'd go into different zones, and I met every woman there was to meet on that base in all of the zones of the base.
And Lindy won, huh?
And that's where I found. Well, she was a dancer. She was the best dancer that was there, and I was the fucking DJ. So, boom,
Pick of the litter.
boom, 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 nailed it. Yeah, got it. See how that works?
I wonder how loud that is in like a radio speaker.
Ooh, I have it turned like really high up. I should probably dial it down a little bit for the audience. How's that?
Somebody's gonna drive off the road.
I can tell you right now,
Be safe out there.
Our audio podcast listeners are like, if this is the way the Protect Your Purpose podcast is going to go,
We're out.
I'm out. Like, I was a fan, I was a listener and a supporter, and now I'm protecting my purpose, and my purpose is my eardrums, and I'm out.
Well played.
Anyway, let's get this show on the road. Today we're going to talk about enemies. Last episode we talked about friendships. And today we're going to talk about enemies.
Like they hate us because they ain't us?
I think that's how I would. I mean, if I've got a real, like, an enemy, I don't have any enemies. It's probably
Like some dude that tried dating Lindy back in the day, maybe? Or
There was a lot of dudes that tried dating Lindy back in the day, bro. She dated a lot of people too. I'm not talking bad about my wife, but
no, I'm talking about dudes who are upset she got away and chose your ass.
I'm sure that I am several people's enemies.
For that reason or a different reason?
I don't know. I call them haters.
I see.
So
would you say that's a synonym?
I don't know that I would say it's a synonym.
I'm going to try working synonym into every podcast now.
I don't know that I would say it's a synonym.
I'm going to take a drink of this one of these days.
Oh, we haven't done it yet. All right, let's do it together. So drink it just like you would a whiskey, bro. Drink it just like you would a whiskey. Breathe in before the sip, swish it around, prime your mouth, find a fucking flavor, blow out. Breathe in, take your sip, and then blow out after you take your sip. You know the rules.
I know the rules.
All right, I can't wait to drink this because this is delicious.
You got a different kind, though. Maybe yours is better, and I got like the worst kind.
I can tell you this much. Mine is delicious. You want to try it? Oh, a little spillage. Here's what I'll tell you, folks.
Not terrible.
No, it's delicious.
It smells like it's going to be really bad.
That's the okay. So before we get into frenemies or haters,
Haterade.
let's talk a little bit about this tequila. First of all, drink tequila. It's good. If you're a drinker. If you're not a drinker, don't drink tequila. Don't drink anything. You're not a drinker. If you're a drinker and you're looking for something, if you like whiskey, dive your little ass into tequila a little bit. You might just like it. I'm not trying to, I'm getting into the distilled spirits business with a flagship whiskey. I'm not trying to convince people not to drink whiskey, but I am.
Tequila is a whiskey, though.
Tequila is not a whiskey.
Why not?
Why isn't it a whiskey?
Yeah.
Because it's a tequila. Is a vodka whiskey?
I thought tequila was Mexican whiskey.
Maybe that's what the Mexicans say.
Well, they might.
Right, but it isn't.
Scotch is a whiskey, right?
No, it's made from a different base. It's agave. And
Here's the expert.
the distillation process is similar, but the ingredients are not. But they do some, like Reposado gets aged in whiskey barrels. But it's not
Maybe
whiskey.
that's what it is. They
God,
use the barrels.
Zach, thank you all for joining us. I appreciate your love and support as always. Blah blah blah. I'm just kidding.
Did I get fired live on air?
Tequila is not a whiskey.
Okay, fuck.
Audience, please tell me he's the only person on planet Earth that thought tequila and whiskey are the same thing.
What else is a whiskey
I'm
besides
so
a bourbon?
disappointed. We going down this road?
Real quick.
All right. So there's a whiskey family. Okay. There's different kinds of whiskeys. You've got
Rye.
rye
Canadian.
whiskey, bourbon whiskey, Canadian whiskey, Scotch whiskey, American whiskey.
So Scotch is a whiskey. You just
Scotch
yelled at
is a
me.
whiskey.
You just yelled at me when I said that.
Not tequila whiskey. You ever heard tequila whiskey?
But they use whiskey barrels.
They usually actually come from Scotland. So they go from America from bourbon barrels into Scotland. They can age Scotch in a bourbon barrel, a used barrel, second-time barrel. And then once they're really beat, they get sent to Mexico, refired, and
Maybe that's where I got it from then.
that's probably
Same
where you
barrels.
got it from. Same barrels, yeah. Sometimes, if they're barrel-aged whiskey, which are delicious.
Barrel-aged tequila?
Yeah, barrel-aged
You just
tequila.
said whiskey.
Did I?
You know, Freudian slip there?
Oh, run it
Guess
back.
I'm right.
All right, listen, we're 15 minutes into this damn episode and we haven't spoken a damn word about our topic. What say you?
Kinda. Oh my god.
All right, I'm sorry. I won't do it anymore. I probably will do that again.
God.
Anyway, all right, so today we decided to talk about enemies. What you got any enemies?
Make yourself known if you're an enemy. I don't know.
Dude, that's a great if you are an enemy of mine,
just let me
I
know.
must know.
Oh yeah, because most enemies are nice to your face.
Dude, they're fucking haters. That's what enemies are. Nobody's a real enemy. We're not we're not gangbangers. Like, we don't have enemies. Our enemies
Like
are
Crips versus Bloods.
China, Russia. If you're a Democrat, Vladimir Putin. I don't have any Vladimir Putins on my enemy list. You know what I mean? Do you have any enemies, Zach? Do you think that you know of any enemies?
No, I don't know of any. I'm sure they're out there. I don't know about. I think haters is a better word. Enemies just sound so strong, but there's a lot of people jealous, I'm sure. And not the healthy kind of jealous, the hater kind of jealous. Like, because it's okay to be jealous. I'm jealous of a lot of my friends.
Well, I
But-
mean, we talked about that on the last episode. I'm jealous of a lot of my friends too.
But you're still supportive, and like there's people that get jealous and then just talk shit about you, try to bring you down to their level versus raise to your level.
Here's the advice I would give anyone who has enemies. Without insulting everyone that has enemies and saying, grow the fuck up. I would say life's too short for enemies, man. Either scratch them and make them a thing of the past, and then you can be their enemy. But I don't give, I'm telling you, man, I had a former business partner and friend that we became, short-term enemies at one point, and it consumed me for a little bit, a very short period of time, like shorter than.
So you're saying most people consume themselves with enemies or people that don't like them, or
Yeah, turn an enemy into a hater, bro.
I guess I can't relate to that. I don't know if I ever really cared.
Yeah, I mean, that's good.
Yeah, I don't know.
So if you don't have any enemies,
No, I mean, I'm sure I do, but I just don't care. I don't know. I've never really gave a fuck what people thought of me.
do you have anyone,
Too
when
much.
you think enemy, do you have anyone that comes to mind, I mean?
No, not off the top of my head.
Ooh,
No.
oh, no, that was somebody, that was
There was a
something.
kid in high school. I don't think we got along too well. He didn't like me that much, but I don't.
There's a lot of
He never came out and said it, but I don't know. No, but I'm sure. I'm not saying there's like people that don't like me, but enemy is a strong word, man. It's a very strong word. I'm sure I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but I don't know if I would consider that an enemy. Hater is a better word. I like the word hater.
Yeah, I think enemies is not the right word. I think haters it. Yeah, you got any haters that you know of? You got any people that you just know hate you?
Not that I know of, but I have a feeling.
Got a sneaking suspicion.
Got a feeling there's a few out there.
I got a feeling. Ooh. I'm sorry, I did it again. I know.
Golly, dude.
I'm sorry to our audience. Like, they gotta listen. Wait till our outro song. We are gonna jam.
You're doing that?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
You don't want to do that?
know it was a thing. Sorry. It's your show, bro.
I mean, it came with the.
We can lose all the listeners you want to.
I think people are going to be like, well, they're at least going to fast forward to the outro if they don't stick around for the frenemy hater talk.
It was a beep, beep, beep every 15 seconds.
Maybe they'll just fast forward. I don't care. It'll help our listening time. Anyway, here's my thoughts
know if that's true,
on haters. on haters.
Yeah, what say you, Matthew?
Man, haters. If we're calling them enemies or if we're calling them haters, whatever you want to call them, take my advice on this one. If I get a hater, like there are some people out there that I just know are haters. I know they're not rooting for me. I know they're not on my side. I know they're not in it for me to be successful.
It's a term of endearment.
Number one, I own real estate in their head, which certainly feeds my
rent
ego.
free, baby.
It feeds my ego like you would never know.
I love that.
So if you are my hater,
Keep thinking about me,
dude,
baby.
ask yourself, have I ever let him know that I was a hater? Does he know the level of hate?
How much I think about him?
Does he know how badly I dislike him?
I like that.
If,
I like it.
And when you think about that, the likelihood is I know. When we talked about it last episode, when people show you their true colors, like when they show you that they're not a champion for you or that they're not, they don't want you to win, believe them. They're showing you what they are. It's hard to live a lie.
You know, they know that you know that they know that you know they're.
And now I know
haters.
that I got space in your head and I'm living rent free.
Yeah, baby.
And
I like it.
And when I tell you it fuels me, it drives me. Not only does it feed my ego, it is literally my fuel. Like when I don't want to wake up in the morning, or when I don't want to do the work, when I don't want to make good choices and good decisions, there's a few, I don't always make them, but when I think about my haters, I am like, I don't know, upper 90s percentile more likely to make the decision because of haters. So if you got haters out there, my advice to you is instead of being worried about them hating you, try to dig deep, dig real deep.
Give them more of a reason to hate you.
Yeah, amen. Turn it into fuel, a nice little fuel source, and then get up and prove them wrong.
It's just another differentiator between winners and losers, man. Like a winner is going to use it as fuel. A loser is going to believe it, let it drag them down, and continue losing.
Dude, and I can tell you this much. We've talked about this before on the show. Winners win.
Mm-hmm.
Winners all love haters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just watch what's the Bulls documentary, The Last Dance.
Oh, I haven't seen it, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Michael Jordan used to make up hate in his head.
Oh yeah. Amen. Do that. Right. I love that. I do it too, I think. Like, I don't know. I think there are people that I am in competition with. I know there are people that I am in competition with that have no idea that I'm in competition with them. And, 2 years into the competition, it turns into like a real ugly hate. Like they know, but they don't know. I'm in competition with people who have no fucking idea. They might not even know I exist. For real. So that would be my advice to people. If I'm here to add value today, it would be, if you've got haters out there, do everything you can. Try your best to not let that hate hold you down, but instead the exact opposite. Take that hate, convert it to rocket fuel, and prove those haters wrong. Make those haters eat their fucking words.
Because no matter what you're doing, haters gonna hate.
Here's another thing for haters, which I've had to. Self-talk. I talk about it often in my own brain. I talk to myself about it. Mm-hmm. At time. Okay, I think let's say hypothetically speaking, you've got a hater out there, and they're like, "Yeah, bro, you're failing," and you're like, "Ugh, I'm failing."
If your haters are right.
Well, correct. But how can I put this? If I have the words in my brain, let me see if I can get them from here to here to here.
Use your words, Matthew. Use your words.
The more time that goes on, the more you will feel like the haters are winning, like a loser, okay?
Right.
And the more the haters will feel like their hate is justified in most two-way haterade type of drinking situation, right?
Yeah, not even just their hate is winning, but that just it just fuels them more because you're losing.
Here's how I flip that on those hating ass bitches.
In your head.
Yes, in my head, because they have no idea that I'm even having this. Instead, I go, the longer it takes me to prove you wrong, the more your built up hate, thinking you were right, and you're smashing in my face that I was wrong and you were right, the more that's going to fucking hurt in 6 years from now when I jam it down your fucking throat and say, I was playing chess, bitch, you were playing checkers. So if, again, just some more value for the audience, I think maybe no one has ever in their lives thought like this. I doubt it. But if you're not there yet and you think your haters are winning, think about it in an aspect of, no, they're not winning. They're losing. They just think they're winning longer, which is going to make their loss.
Think it.
Oh, bro, it's going to make their loss so much worse for them.
I love that.
Dude, shake off the haters is really the, I think, the overarching principle here that we're delivering. I think. Shake them off. No, fuck. You know what? I take that back. Delete that. No, don't delete that.
Embrace
the hate. Yeah. That's
embrace.
Dude, Knuckles. Well done.
Embrace.
Winner. You deserve one, don't you? That was for me. I should have done that at the right time.
Yeah.
You get the point.
Yeah, your timing's a little off.
It always is.
I would say practice, but please stop.
You think I'm right? You ever had any situations like that where someone's hating on you? And you've been in some competitive individual sports, individual performance jobs, sales, recruiting, retention. What are your thoughts on that?
I know, especially in recruiting, that's probably the most. I think I've experienced it just because I was fairly good at the job. And when you are good at something and you make it look easy, I think that fueled a lot of hate because they had to work harder to achieve similar or not even achieve the same results.
Less results. And I'm kind of breezing by. So I don't know if it's hate or jealousy or what, a little bit of everything. Yeah. But yeah, if you're good at something and you make it look easy, that's where I've probably experienced the most hate, I would say. And fitness too, because I was in the Army Reserve, and we used, it's a thing that Army, 1 week in a month, you're all fat and lazy because, you're not active duty. But then we'd go out and we'd mop the floor with the active duty soldiers. So that would cause some hate as well. But I think it's, mainly because the jobs I've been good at and hadn't had to work as hard to achieve better results. And the hate will come. Dude, when I was that's a good point. When I was in recruiting and retention, I had very similar experiences. It came easier to me. But another thing I would encourage you to do, not you, our listeners, or you, anyone, is to talk a little bit of shit. Draw in some hate. Bring some hate, yeah. Talk a little bit of shit. Get a little edgy. Life. Dude, I sometimes will have an idea that I've been kicking around for a year or 2 years or however long, and I don't want to put it out there because if I put it out there, it's going to draw hate, and then I got some accountability. And then I will literally have that conversation in my head and say, you know what? I'm going to draw that hate because I know that hate will be fuel for me. And I'm going to force myself to have somebody roll their eyes at me and go, oh, yeah, sure. There's a caveat to that, though, because nothing annoys me more than those people that talk shit and then can't take it back. What do you mean? Oh, that can give it, but can't take it. And then all of a sudden you're a fucking asshole. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to give it, be prepared when you lose, you're going to get it back. My message is better. If you're going to give it, don't lose. Yeah, even better. Don't lose. I am one of those people that can give it and walk can't the take walk. But I'm also a kick the can down the road expert. I'm like, you know what? I only lost if I quit. I'm not. You didn't win. I lost, bro. I didn't quit. You didn't lose. You're winning. Oh. You didn't
see what
win,
saying.
you're winning.
Yeah.
That's another message for me and haters and wins and losses is you're winning. You haven't won. This is a turtle race. I got time. And if I die before I do this, then you know what? Fuck it, I'm dead.
All right, you won.
You won. Winner. But I probably died young because I got a plan to put all my haters to shame before I die. On everything that I've ever been hated on about.
In your head.
I've got a notebook. I've got a notebook of all of the head hate that I've gotten. No, I've got haters. I like them. Keep bringing it. I would appreciate it if you would stop pretending that you're not a hater, and just come out.
Don't be a friend to my face and a hater behind my back.
Well, I would just appreciate it if you would just doubt me to my face instead of doubting me behind my back, because it would encourage me to do it faster and do it more. It would take all of the doubt out of my mind. Maybe they're not a hater. And I'd probably be up at 5 a.m. every morning waxing your ass if you openly came out and told me that I couldn't do something.
So if you want an ass waxing,
If you'd like your ass waxed, if you would like your ass waxed, please just leave a message on this and tell me I can't do something that I want to do. There's another part of that. Like,
yeah.
If I don't give a shit, I am way okay with losing.
Like swimming for me in this triathlon shit. I have people coming to me talking shit about how slow I am. I'm like, yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm trying to finish that.
Yeah.
And then
I didn't die.
yeah.
So I didn't drown.
Yeah, you got to want to be good at it.
Yeah.
For the hate to actually matter.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. You want to play, you want to be the best croquet player on the planet? That's your title, bro. I'm not even coming for it.
Yeah, that's all you.
I think there's enough level of hate out there to probably convince me to become a croquet champion, though. Or any champion. Like,
So if every day I just talk shit about how terrible of a croquet player you are.
I mean, if you
you're gonna
came
wanna
in
pick
here,
up the stick.
yeah, if you had like an annoying personality, like a bragger personality,
Oh,
and you came
so I
in-
wasn't even necessarily talking shit to you. I would just come in talking about how good I am.
it might drive me to shut you just the fuck up and be like, you know what, dude, you're not that good. And you know how I know you're not that good? Because in 1 year, you dedicated your whole, like Happy Gilmore. You know what the pathetic thing is? You've been doing this your whole life. I will Happy Gilmore a croquette player. So, anyway, all right. You got anything else to? You got anything? It's a short episode, easy peasy.
Short little message.
Yeah, I hope the message was. Good.
Haters gonna hate.
Yeah, dude. And don't waste. That's the real message is. Don't waste any of your time. If you want to start a podcast, I promise you, your closest friends are going to roll their eyes and go, oh, another podcast. And they're going to be naysayers. And to your face, they're going to go, oh, you are cool. Send me the link. I'll listen to it. They're going to be haters. You feel that? That's good. Prove them wrong.
That sounded personal.
I'm sure it's out there and I don't give a shit. I mean, I can tell you one thing. I have seen people that are, trying to become influencers. I'm doing the air quotes here or whatever, a social media personality. And I'm like, ugh, person, that is just not you. But then I do it all the time. We talk about it all the time. Mm-hmm. I take that and it isn't hate or it isn't jealousy because I'm not jealous of that person. It's hate. And if I deliver that initial energy to the world, I will lose. And I understand that.
Right.
So I literally have to recognize that was my thought. And then I have to dig deep and say, what is this person trying to accomplish? And if you dig deep into, so this is from the hater side of things.
Yeah, okay.
I've always said I'm the ultimate hater. Croquet. Mm-hmm. Like that whole situation. Like I can be the biggest hater of all times, but I'm usually going to convert it. So if you're a hater, if you're doing that, first of all, if your friends are doing something, if they're doing something for the wrong reason, I mean, you don't believe in what they're doing, really analyze it and try and dig deep into what their end game is. And if they're trying to do more good and make a difference in the world, and if they're trying to send a positive message.
Yeah, what are you hating for?
Dude, what the? Yeah.
You don't have to listen. You don't have to watch.
And encourage them. If you think they're doing something wrong, encourage them, because now you're turning that negative energy into positive energy. It will fuel your soul and you will do better. You will be received better by the world if you can convert that energy. But if someone's bringing that negative energy to you, like, just know, if you're doing something in your life, if you're you're making a difference, if you're trying, there are going to be people that are going to hate on you, and they will be your family and they will be your friends. I hate to tell you that. Fuck them. Change their mind, prove them wrong, use it as rocket fuel, but don't let them own real estate and live rent free in your head. Instead, I would either A, give it positive vibes and turn it into rocket fuel, or just know that they exist and don't like
zero fucks
nothing
given.
Yeah, that's it. Anyway, all right, good talk. I appreciate you coming in today, buddy. Thanks for always being here.
Thanks for the
being my guy.
tequila.
What'd you think?
It's all right. It's fine.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'll stick to whiskey.
Anyway, thank you all for joining us. We appreciate your love and support. Be sure to like, follow, subscribe, all that jazz. And as always, people. Hold up.
God damn.
What are you laughing at?
Go ahead. Get that jazzy
Thank
outro.
you all for your love and support. And as always, people, be sure to find your purpose, serve your purpose, and protect your purpose, people. Peace.
Nobody makes it to the end anyway.
The ones that do, though, they're in for a treat.
There's a party.
Today.